JavaScript statements. Okay, first in line is assignment statement, wherein we have here 4. This is called definition or declaration. Here you define 4 variables. Whenever you define a variable, you don't state the data type. Take note, wala siyang data type, but JavaScript automatically adapts to its value. So given that the value of 5 and 6 are integer or numeric, so it is understood na si Z is as well numeric value. Notice also that each statement ends with semicolon. So it doesn't follow na you had to separate it in lines. Kasi ito is a practice of readability. Pero pwede mo rin siyang supon-supunon lang. A computer program basically consists of list of instructions that gets executed whenever it is published on the web or run in the web, run through browser. In a programming language, these programming instructions are also called statements. Yung nauna, tawag dito is assignment statement and declaration. Ito assignment, you assign a value to a variable. Ito is declaration. JavaScript is a JavaScript program is a list of programming statements. In HTML, JavaScript programs are executed by browser. So, may konti tayong pagkakaiba when it comes to execution. So, it does not depend actually sa itsura natin within an IDE, but you rather choose to have it run in the browser para makita gid yung actual nga appearance sa web. So, a Java statement are composed of the following: values, operators, expression, keywords, as well as comments. In the example, document that get element by ID demo that inner HTML equals hello Dolly. It is a statement that allows the string value hello Dolly as a content of an element whose ID is demo. Document here refers to the body. Dito sa HTML, hanapin mo daw sa body, document that get element by the ID. Hanapin mo yung element. When I say element, any word that is enclosed in angle bracket, tawag doon is element. So, di ba? HTML actually. Any HTML element. Most JavaScript program contains many JavaScript statements naman, syempre. However, you could easily identify a script statement na ending with semicolon. Pero kung ganito itsura, enclosed in angle bracket, tawag dyan is, alin yan eh? An element. The statements are executed one by one in the same order as they are written, meaning in sequence, pasunod. Like, if you arrange it one statement in a line, so example is this one, ito una niyang execute, pangalawa, pangatlo, pang-apat. Pero kung lahat ng statement mo nasa isang line lang, ganun pa rin ang nangyayari. I-arrange niya pa rin yon from left to right. Basically, yung basis niya for every statement is yung terminator, which is semicolon. So parang printer na, impact printer na, mag-print mo left to right. Naagsa daw ang left to right, line by line. Ganun siya, by line. Or in sequence, according sa pagkakasulat. According sa pagkakasulat ni Juan, ang kay Juan ay kay Juan. aside from it is executed in order, one by one, JavaScript programs or statements are also called JavaScript code. Isulat nyo para hindi nyo makalimutan. Semicolon. What is a semicolon? A semicolon is a separator for individual statements. Add a semicolon at the end of each executable statement. Tulad niyan, ayan, declaration niya, ito, assignment, another. So this Java code is consist of 4 statements. When separated by semicolons, multiple statements on one line are allowed. Pwede rin. As long as you had the semicolon, pwede mo siyang sunod-sunod. Pareho lang din yung kanyang effect. Try nga. Very good. I'll save as. Hindi ba kita mag-save? Ay, CSS, ano nga ni? Atong subject? CSS, hindi naman. JS. My God. Multiple statement. .js. Could include that as external file. Oops. Ano ba yan? Haba. Save this file. Okay, magda-document na lang ako. Late si Lara Admit ako, ma'am. Sino ra? Si Lara, waha admit. Si In banda ron. Nice, stop anay. Okay, let's continue. Sana share screen. So ano nga nila? Value of A and 11. Okay, gagawa din tayo ng ganyan. Sample. Ay. Save. So here, okay, ito nga, JavaScript just adjust. So value of A is 5 and B is 6. So A plus B is 11. Now, in order to display that within your, you create demo 1 here is a paragraph. So, doon yan na nilagay yung value. Okay. So, we'll check this one. Black. Nay, kabinet ko ha. Okay. I have here also, medyo, inibba ko lang siyang konti. Paki-refer ha. Magtanong kung hindi naintindihan. So, with multiple statement, dito lang siya lahat sa taas. Have here A5, B6, and C is A plus B. So you get 11. So that's what you expect. Now I created JS statements wherein I placed here an external file for our JS JavaScript na na-mention. Then here, within the body, I place document.write referring to the value of C. Okay. So when I run this, init ang ito, lipat ang sinit ito na duga uta. Run this. Allow. This would be the result. 11 lang. Kasi 11 na naman nilagay ko. Dag na tayo. Document.write. That's the result. Coming from variables in multiple statement. .js. Save. Duwa to si Lara. Admit. Ayan. So 11 there comes from our multiple statement.js. Copy? So anyway, in this example, naglagay na ako ng external file. Nadagdag ako ng internal within Java. Nag-embed ako ng Java. Nagsugpon na tasan daw hararo 11. Ano mo? Oh, ulala. Refresh. Agad magayo-gayo. There. Gayo konti. Gayo-gayo. One space. Okay, let's continue. Next. On the web, you might see examples without semicolon. Ending statements with semicolon is not really required but recommended. So, explain ko lang ulit ha. Yung semicolon is more of program readability. So, para hindi kayo magka-problema when it comes to search engine optimization or ito yung SEO na paraging nadidinig when it comes to web page development, lagyan nyo na lang ng semicolon kasi highly recommended. Another is white space. Pag sinabing white space, kawalan lang, wala. Itong mga white space na ito, kahit nga kanina, nagdagdag ako ng pagkarami-raming space dyan, purposely to emphasize. However, Yung mga space na yan, it only makes code readable, pero it is being ignored. Tignan nyo, kahit lagyan mo pa yan ng pagkarami, larasin ka ron, pagkarami-raming space, still, hindi siya nagtitake effect. Yeah, see. Program readability ang gid mo. So each word in Java or in the web is separated by single space. JavaScript always ignores multiple spaces. So you could make use of that to make your program readable. Okay? For readability lang siya. For example, okay, have here person. Tignan nyo ulit yung declaration ha. Bar person heads. Pagkakaiba ba siya guys? Wala. Actually, pareho lang yan siya. Heads here is being assigned to variable person. Pero, if you would take it closer, mas readable tignan ito compared dito. Chris, di ba? Mas gwapa mataraya compared sa raya. Madyawat paligos, madyawat panudlay, nagahimulmul, mga buhok dahil iping-iping. Para sa inyong itsura, mas better siguro sa inyong may itsura nga kung video ron kaysa sa picture-picture lang di karoyon. Aron, makikita ako ga pinanghuyab, makita ako ga kinaon, ay nagagubog-gubog. Gakawat-kawat ugo. Aron. Okay, let's continue. A good practice is to put spaces around operator. Another important one in readability. Di pag iping-ipingon, bawal. COVID makaron. Social distancing. Di ba, Erika? Social distancing, ang bibig nagahagaba uta. Paano gid man ka na iba? Di ba, Steven, okay lang naman y plus z nga iping. Wala man na problema. Wait ka problema. Pero mas manami tanawon. JavaScript line length and line breaks. For readability, programmers often like to avoid code lines longer than 80 characters. Masyadong haba. Para sa akong ubrang, hindi ko tama na makita, ma'am, namon, ma'am, ito tama na sa binit. Ay, Diyos mio, Marimar. Sinoron si Diyos mio, Marimar. Ano ba nangyayari? Ba't may Diyos mio, Marimar? Pwede rin ninyo utdon, ha? Utod, utoron. Ano yan, nagkakautod yan kung gabi, Carlo?
Gawas.
Oh. Pwede rin utdon, hato sample, oh. Tignan nyo. Document that get element by ID that demo, diba? Kung pwede sa natuumpukon, pwede man utod-uturon. Masyadong mahaba, turon. Masyadong mahaba yung pasensya, tag-uran. You could do that. Walang mangyayaring masama. It would be still fine and okay. Next. What about gasabat-sabat nga? What gasabat-sabat nga na ginaduyog ang?
Ma'am, CR na ako, ma'am. Wala yan.
CR. Okay. Eto, sama kami. Code blocks. It's easier to read code or statement if you place it within blocks. However, mas better pag yung explanation to define 2 or more statement. Yan din, gumagamit din tayo ng blocks. And sometimes sa conditions, yung statement to be executed is more than one, magagamit din kayo ng blocks. Curly brace, ha? Ma'am, pwede maskin bukon ta, ma'am, maskin plain lang siya na statement. Ano, araman naman, ma'am, pwede ka naman butangan it blocks. Sagutin mo nga ako. Carlo, pwede ba itong lagyan ng blocks? Carlo.
Ma'am.
Pwede ba? Hindi.
Depende, ma'am.
Ayoko ng ganyan. Yes or no lang. Pwede o hindi? Jezreel.
Pwede, ma'am. Pwede, ma'am.
Yes, pwede. Magaling, mga makarang-arang, what purpose malang, dadala ka ng bagay-bagay na walang purpose. Ano yun? O, di ba?
Kaya nga.
Yung purpose lang na gumagamit tayo ng blocks ay kung gusto mong i-group yung statement. If this condition is true, you will do all of this. So when you say all of this, multiple statements yung gagawin. Therefore, you have to enclose those statements in blocks. Pero pwede ito ha, walang masama dito. Pwede mo yung ilagay. Tao may term karon kung baga sa grooming hay, ano lang yan, what kabuluhan. It's there but it's not actually needed. So dito, it is important that you also place blocks within your function. Mag-igo ha o turon. Next. Keywords. Oh, these are list of different words with meaning in JavaScript. So ito yung mga ginagamit natin sa statement. Break, continue, yan. Do while, for, function, try catch, bar, and its function. Its description pala. Bar, used to declare variable. Return, exists a function, and all of that. Okay, we're done. May tanong? Okay, silence means wala. Ako lang taot meaning sa akon nga sarili. Ano to? Bakit where to? Mali. Syntax. Yes.
Ma'am, excuse ma'am, pa-admit ako tuman ma'am, marikon ako ma'am, block tabi gagawa sang screen.
Admit. Iya ka nga ni. Admiton ka pa? Ano man?
Balieve na yan. Tapos pa-admit ako tuman. Na-restart ko ang cellphone.
Live yun. JavaScript syntax. It is a list or set of rules how JavaScript programs are executed. Ano ba yung syntax mag-declare ng variable? If you would declare several variables at once, you separate the variable with comma. Yan yung syntax. Two types of value, fixed value and variable value. Fixed values are called literals. Okay? Fixed. While variable values are called variables. Ano ro fixed? Parang constant naton. Sa Java ron ay constants. Sa JavaScript ay literals. Tandaan mo ang kisagawa ron sa quiz. Variables ay value that could be changed anytime. So JavaScript literals, two most important syntax for fixed values. Number 1, numbers written with or without decimal. Ito yung sample, 10.5 and 1001. Strings, another literals, are text written with double or single quote. Ito, sample. Ayan. Okay. Ito, literals ito. Dito sa multiple statement, yung 6 niyan is a value, literal. Now dito, yung statement mo to write that result is also a literal. Ito ang klase nito, tawag nito are string and is enclosed in quotes, while yung isa is numeric, 6 and 5. Okay, or numbers. Variables. In programming language, variables are used to store data values. Tagamad at to declare a variable, you use the keyword var. Var x. Then, you could place any value. Masadya nga ni di karaya. Kasi, you don't need to state if it is numbers or literals. Diretso kat a var x. Ag kung ano ro value, adapt kat arayon imo, adjust kat arayon si JavaScript. JavaScript uses arithmetic operators. Meron tayong 4. These are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, let's try. Addition daya. Ay, kakang remove po ano eh. Ano ko no? Ano arat? D equals A times B. O, di ba? Ang kita ninyo. Huwag na kay Ara. Ayan, kay Aro naton. Nakig si Chris. D equals A divide B. And we have F equals, anyway, sample lang naman na to. A minus B. And we save this file. Then we replace this one. Ipingon yung naton document that right copy. So B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. Nauna, Rosihay, addition, multiplication, division, subtraction. Addition, multiplication, division, subtraction. Iiping lang. Addition, the 11. Multiplication, the next. Ay, ililiping lang sanda. Ano ito yata? Gumawa ng line breaks. Admit. Ay, hindi ko pala na-save. Yan. Just place BR here. Comma. $30. Nagigiping ko tagal isanda. Ano ako dito? Sum. This is product. Maramid ed tanawon. Nandyan naman kayo, di ba? Okay, I'll check this next meeting. Kay ara lang ninyo. Kay ara lang ninyo raya nga part syntax.